Welcome back, and now it's time for me to talk about the indies, give you my thoughts on the indies. Of course, as all of you know as wrestling fans, everywhere you live, there's going to be some new indie promotion that pops up from the ground. It's almost like a garden, it just pops up, and then you get some that are really good, and you get some that are really bad, and you get those that never develop. Now, as we all know, Ring of Honor is probably the #1 independent promotion going, but there are others. Let's start off with PWG. PWG, they're really doing good, I think. They're producing fantastic shows. The crowd's reactions on the internet are great, and I think a big addition is them, not only giving the fans on YouTube previews of shows that they've done, the bod, old shows, current shows. That's been really good. And something they've also taken advantage of is the new talent. The Jackson brothers are a big help, and then you got Human Tornado, who's been there a while. I know Chris Hero, Candice LeRae starting to get in there more, and now PWG's got this DVD thing they're coming out with in a couple of weeks to all retail outlets. It's sort of like what Chikara did last year. Hopefully it goes good. And I'm looking at the match listings. It's a 9-hour 3-disc set. Each disc is about 3 hours long. Just looking at the matches that are on there, I really recommend that you, the fans, buy that DVD. Now, another promotion that went almost under but came back is IWA Mid-South. Now, I've only watched IWA Mid-South for about 3.5 years, and I gotta say, I'm very glad that IWA Mid-South is still going today. I still think they're a very good product. Yeah, money's a big issue. Where is money a big issue in this day and age? But IWA Mid-South almost went out of business, and it really would have been sad because IWA Mid-South, I think, has brought almost every major independent wrestling star that has come, wherever, that has been here. CM Punk, Homicide, Colt Cabana, Chris Hero, AJ Styles, American Dragon, Samoa Joe, Low Key, Homicide, Austin Aries. The list goes on and on and on. And IWA Mid-South has been a producer of that in a way. And to see them still going, after over 11 years, 500 plus shows, is amazing. It's a testament to the product, and it's also a testament to Ian Ronan. Ian Ronan will not let its baby die. Another promotion I think that's been really good in the last year has been Chikara. What else can you say about Chikara that hasn't already been said? They had the biggest wrestling tournament, I think, in the history of professional wrestling, back in February and March at the King of Trios. And, it's just the shows are just getting better and better time after time. The only problem I have with Chikara is, they're leaving certain cities. They're not doing shows anymore really in Reading, or Hellertown, or Barnesville. It seems that their main focus is Philadelphia, and I understand. And plus, they're going, out of state to Connecticut and Massachusetts. But my only problem is, with Chikara, their base is north of Philadelphia, with Reading, Barnesville, Hellertown, and you leave those markets, it's almost like you're putting the house, you're putting everything you own on Philadelphia to be, where all your shows are going to be. And that's good, that's understandable, but the problem is sometimes Philadelphia doesn't really work out so good for you, and sometimes you're going to have low attendance, but Chikara's really done really good. I can't really complain that much about them. They've just been fantastic the last year, and I think, just like Ring of Honor, I think Chikara's going to be around for a while. Another promotion, CZW, haven't really heard much from them, although over the last maybe 6 months, the product has been getting good. They've come out with a couple of new stars, mainly Pinky Sanchez has been, I think, the breakout star for CZW this year so far. You just really don't hear much about them. It's almost like they're off the radar, which is really scary, since at one point they were one of the best promotions going. And it's like you just really don't hear them that much, anymore. I'll tell you a promotion that has really improved in the last year has been Jersey All Pro Wrestling. Jersey All Pro. It seemed that they were at the same position, I think, at this time last year that CZW is at right now. They're just a little blimp on the map. You know, it's there, but you just don't know it. Jersey All Pro has improved significantly, and one of the things I think that helps is the development of Kenny Omega as the Jersey All Pro Heavyweight Champion. It's just been unbelievable how they've been able to manage that. And Jersey All Pro is back to where they were, say, 4 or 5 years ago, as one of the top independent promotions. And then with, you know, TNA allowing their stars to wrestle for them, I think it helps a bit. And I think it's a big help that Jersey All Pro gets TNA wrestlers into their promotion. I think a promotion to look out for, you know, at this time next year is going to be AAW. You know, they're putting on these shows in Berwyn, Illinois, you know, and it's a lot of Midwest guys, but these guys, from what I've seen, they can do a lot of good job, a lot of good work in there, and I really hope AAW stays and goes on for a long, long time. And finally, or I got two more real quick. FIP, you know, they were really, at one point, they were hitting the jackpot show after show after show after show. It was really good. And then the promoter's wife passed away, and, you know, they put the brakes on immediately, and they had to restart slowly, but, you know, it's understandable, and I think maybe that restarting has been very good for them as far as, you know, everything is concerned. It refreshes themselves, not only the wrestlers and the promoters and everybody that works there, but also the business itself. You get new wrestlers and new talent. You know, it's just really good, I think, that FIP took a break. And you can see why. And really another big thing that's improving is how fast the DVDs are starting to come out. That's a very big thing. That was one of their problems earlier on, but I think that problem has been fixed. IWC, you know, they're running in the Pittsburgh area, you know, it's really somewhat the same guys, but, you know, it doesn't matter if it's the same guys. They just put on good matches the only way they know how. Norm Connors, in my opinion, as far as independent promoters go, is in the top 10, maybe the top 5, one of the top 5 independent promoters going today in the United States. And finally, Shimmer Wrestling. What can you say about Shimmer Wrestling? This is the best women's promotion in the world today. You know, they're bringing that Joshi style, that women's wrestling from Japan over to the U.S. And they just had, you know, that talent is one of the best talent rosters in a long time. And I honestly think of all the women's divisions that are going on in wrestling today, Shimmer has the best roster of women athletes anywhere in professional wrestling today. And it does beat out TNA, but not by much. Just maybe like this much. But Shimmer does have the best women's roster. And to me, honestly, I think the independent scene is good. It's not in an all-time high, but it's also not in an all-time low. And I think the indies are going to stay for a long time, but you all have to support your local indie promotion, or else that's going to die. International wrestling and the NWA on the way.